Hello, how are you? Okay, I love you. And this reading today, whoa, you are someone who you could feel very, very alone. Very alone, like you don't have anyone. And I'm telling you right now that you are meant to have everything. You are meant to have beautiful kinds of connections on this planet and with beings outside of this planet here. There's something here about you are alone because you are meant to be the exception, exceptional. You are meant to live this miracle life here, and this loneliness is not going to last. This loneliness is something that you're here to transform, okay? Your cup, I saw a rhino. There's like the rhino horn right there. And look at all this darkness around, and now it's just like one soul there. It's like lonely soul here, lonely soul energy, so you could feel very lonely. And here's the thing, you could have felt this way your entire life. You never fit in anywhere. You never really had a place. And this is because these places, these things, these people, these situations, it was all too small for you. There's something bigger here for you in every single present moment, and you're about to see that. This is about what Spirit wants you to know about embracing this transition, because that's what it is. All the people in our world here who have been exceptional, have done something extraordinary, have really stood out. We all know their name. They lived this glamorous, beautiful life. They inspired so many. They helped so many. They touched the hearts of millions, raising the vibration of God. All of these kinds of people, they all started out as complete outcasts, as nobody knows who they are. They didn't have anybody. They didn't have anything. So there's something here about you have been set up to actually get an immense blessing, insane miracles, and live this life of such connectivity that there is nowhere that you cannot go where people will not be able to meet you with anything but genuine love. Because there's something here that when we're incarnating now, and this is what this is showing me now. So it's showing me like a ball of light, and this ball of light is flying down into the body, right? So there's something here about when you're incarnating, you're choosing, there is this pool, right? It's like there's a pool of water and you scoop up a certain amount of water. But if you get down to the bottom, you're getting different things in that water, And it's like you chose to take a scoop out of the muck, out of the, you can't see in this now. Look at that. This is like being engulfed, you could have experienced like it being very foggy, or see that in a movie, or where someone is just like taken away by the sea. That's what that looks like, right? So there's something here about that, because when you are taken by the emptiness, the darkness, and you become nothing, this is how you become everything. That is the gateway. The nothingness is the way. And there is something here that you're meant to do. It's your life purpose. It's something beautiful. It's something remarkable. It's your heart is pulling you, is dragging you that way. And it's like there's no stopping this. It's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up until you go there. And this is pushing you to dive into the nothingness. Become the nothingness. Become the emptiness. Dive into the emptiness of your soul. Because the emptiness of your heart, just like space is nothing. It's a bunch of nothing. If you think about it, we are nothing. It's nothing. But everything happens in this nothingness, So when you expand and you see that we are nothing and you're open from this broader perspective of nothingness, you also get to shift to see that we are everything, that you are everything, and everything then becomes you. And then there is this connectivity, but do you see how you had to go into the nothingness to get to it? Because that is the gateway. And there's something here very special about your soul. And you could think special about me. No. If you're saying that, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. And I'm not saying that just to like say something nice, just to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not. Because there is this energy here of I can say, oh yeah, well, you could be lonely. Oh yeah, well, you could be outcasted. I'm really feeling this emptiness. I'm really feeling this like just completely alone, just like so alone energy. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. You're not gonna be alone forever. And this loneliness, this nothingness that you're experiencing, it is for a reason, and it's for a beautiful reason. And God put you on this mission. Source put you on this mission because Source knew, and Source believes, and Source knows that you can do it. You can dive into this emptiness and this nothingness, and you can turn it into everything. Everything happening within that. And that's what you're doing in this reality. And I can tell you right now, it's a very important mission because you have an alien spacecraft right here in your cup, because you have the pyramids right here, okay? And so this is something very interesting now. There is this energy of watching. Yeah, there is spy energy here that is spying and watching, trying to catch something going down here. So when something like this, when I see something like this in your cup, okay, I'm going to tell you right now that, the pyramids here, when the pyramids were built, they were built by slaves, okay? And now we have discovered all this craziness that is beneath the pyramids. That it's like, how could people, even, not that the pyramids before, it wasn't crazy impossible that people actually did this, right? But all that is underneath the pyramids now. It's like a mile of like a tunnel and like all this elaborate labyrinth thing down under there. I don't even know what it is, but you can look it up, okay? They discovered it under all the pyramids. Like, there is no way that humans built this, right? So, alien spaceship. There's something here where there is a story that something represents. This is something that's very interesting in our culture, because in our culture, the stories of what people did before, we carry that in our hearts, and that gets us through a freaking day. That makes us believe again. That gives us that little bit of push to be a little bit better, to believe a little bit more, to reach a little bit harder, to open our hearts just one more time. And your life is going to represent this. Is going to be this story. This is why I'm telling you this. This is why I'm telling you this. You could really connect to Harry Potter, or you're really craving fall. You want it to be fall. You feel more like yourself when it is fall. And it could be something. It could be something here. What did I drop? Yeah, there's something here that you're craving for it to be like this. There is like something that makes you feel more alive emotionally, and you want it to be like that again. So you could be really reminiscing and thinking back on like, oh, this time in your life, and wishing you could go back to then and those problems which felt maybe like not so much. Yeah, and some of you, there is like a motherly energy around you in spirit that loves you so very much. You could feel like in this life, your mother, you didn't have the close connection that you wanted. You don't. And this is a mother from another lifetime. All of a sudden, you could be really interested in some period of time, in some kind of a movie, or there's something that you dressed up for in, a contest, a costume contest, or Halloween or something, and you lived in that time, and this person was your mother during that time. Some of you have a picture on your wall of a certain like place, and you were from that place. Yeah. And look at this, the sacrifice of family here. In this lifetime, there is a sacrifice of people, of stability. You don't have that. This is a sacrifice. This is like the rhino. I'm seeing a rhino again. And rhinos are alone. They're alone. Just like you, I saw you there in the darkness here. So you're alone, but you're not alone. You're going to start to see how you're not alone. Spirit is going to show you. For some of you, psychically, you're going to start to see things. You're going to start to sense things, feel things spiritually. Your spiritual abilities are going to grow. And you're going to make money for your abilities, for your psychic abilities. There's something here where you're going to be seen. There is a way that you have been outcasted. And Spirit wants you to see something about yourself in this outcasting, in the nothingness. There is something here that you have an intense connection to, and this could be your psychic abilities for a lot of you, but this can be a lot of different things. It can be healing abilities too. It can be some things that you're very knowledgeable about, and you understand how to bring together logic and psychic things and intertwine it in a whole other way than what anyone else is doing. But this definitely feels very metaphysical here, okay? And so the thing with the slaves, and now they're showing me the slaves again. Okay, sorry. Whoops. So then when this happens with the pyramids, okay, how horrible. I hope that people didn't really do this. Can you imagine how difficult that would? Anyways, so, but it's about the story, what the story represents, because they were building for the pharaoh to take all of this stuff, the king, to take all this stuff into their next lifetime. Things, people, taking money, everything they could possibly need. The honey that's in there, you can still eat that. It's still good today. Isn't that insane? So there's something here that this is showing us. The honey is still good for us to eat it today. So this is saying there's something here that's very simple, that's in our world all the time, that we can take from another lifetime and bring here. And that's what you're meant to do. There's something here where in this lifetime, in other lifetimes, you were in some way a slave to something. You were treated unfairly. Your freedom was taken from you. There's ways that you were so alone, and your right as a basic human was taken, or being was taken from you. And there is a way that now you have access to the accumulation of karma that is deserved, that is owed to you, that is waiting for you. It's like waiting for you to switch into being the pharaoh, into being the one having all that they need. And there's something here about having access to, it's like a portal. A pyramid is like a portal. It's like a portal. There's beings that put that here so that we have that vibration, because once something is here in this reality, we can all sync up to it. And when we choose to sync up to it and vibrate the same as it, we get to have it too. And that's what this is about. This is about switching it So that, no, there's not a pharaoh that gets everything and all these slaves that work so hard that get nothing. It's actually the slave gets to become the pharaoh. And it's not by putting other people in the slave position. It's not. It's by accessing within yourself. Yeah. It's about accessing within yourself and realizing your self-worth and standing on it. Being disciplined in this is what I want. And I'm not going to take, there's something here that you could keep going back to with the devil is here now. I'm telling you. There's ways here that you are completely alone. And these ways are changing, and they are changing because you are now seeing yourself as worthy, and you are turning down and turning away from, not allowing your energy to be given to anything that treats you like you are less than. Even if it means being alone. That's the thing. Doing it for a certain amount of time, and we have these boundaries set, but then it takes some time and we get lonely, and then something new comes up and we just, okay, whatever, fine. No. There's something here about sticking to it. Sticking to it and saying, no, I'm not just going to take this other offer because I've been waiting a long time. No. You deserve it all. And this is how, look at the Empress here. So look at what's changing here. There are beings that are helping you, that are helping you do this. They're helping you do this, and I'll tell you why they're helping you do this. They're helping you do this because there's something about you that you're very humble. You're very humble, and there are things that you see that you honor as sacred. Cows represent something being sacred. And they're the simple ways of life. This plant in front of you, there's small little things that you see it as sacred, and your energy honors it as sacred. And it's very beautiful. And because you have made these decisions now to protect your energy as sacred as well, now you can start to receive. There is something here where you will protect everyone else and their energy as sacred, but did they actually deserve it? And there's something here about what do you put your energy into, and just putting it into what gives back to you. And this is how you can build and amplify and glow. And that's what this really is. This is talking about you could feel like you're invisible and you're about to glow. Look at the Hierophant. You're about to glow. You're about to be seen and be known. And people are going to try to fight this. People are going to try to fight this. This is like, oh, what is this movie they're showing me? And he says, oh, so-and-so, did you meet my wife? This is like, let's say there's like a mean girl. And they terrorize this, cute nerd girl in school, right? They terrorize this chick. And the hot guy that everybody wants, and oh, and then they they go to like a dance or something, and the girl is like thinking, the cool girl, mean girl is like thinking that the guy is gonna go with her, and he doesn't. He ends up picking up the nerd girl, right? And then they go to the high school dance and they run into each other, and what? Huh? And it's like, oh, hey, did you see my date? There's something here about that kind of energy happening. So for some of you, there's something here where people could have really been terrible to you. But there is a way that God is going to orchestrate, Source is going to orchestrate those people, like not just seeing you shine or hearing, it's going to be like shoved in their face. That's how this really feels. And this is because you're humble. You're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's they're doing that. Oh, it's ever after. Oh, ever after. In the end, and he's like, oh, Marguerite, did you meet my wife? It's not a high school dance. Actually, it's Cinderella becoming freaking queen. How about that? And the emperor. This is people, places, things that are going to stand up for you. This is like you become a celebrity and you become a musician and everybody's, getting their music ripped off by managers and poor Britney Spears and all this stuff. And for you, it's like people will try to say that stuff to you in an interview, and it's like, your manager's like, no, not this one, actually, like, and it's not even true at all. There's something here about people try to make you feel like you're going to lose your whole life. And you really didn't do it back to you, but there's something here about having a beautiful protection that's going to be put in place. And this is going to be like, people try to kind of exploit you and put you down. And actually, you're going to be lifted up, and it's going to be like in a dramatic way put in people's face that tried, but it's not going to be done by you. It's going to be done by other people. It's like you have a team of warriors that are coming in to protect you, and Spirit is going to help you sync up with these people. So this is not just you're going to be really, have a ton of money. You're going to show off, be able to show off. It's not about that. It's about genuinely fulfilling what you came here to do and loving doing it, having what you need to be taken care of to do it, and having people that genuinely love you and support you and believe in you and defend you. Like, how beautiful is that? And this is how it's supposed to be. But it's almost like we're gonna set it up. Spirit is setting this up so it looks like you're about to walk into the lion's den alone. Actually, no, you have a freaking dragon by your side, is like what this is kind of saying. It's almost like at the last second, the look on everyone's faces and their jaws drop, It was very dramatic in the end of Ever After, how they did that whole thing. And she really didn't, become the stepmother, right? She didn't make them her slave. She didn't, or maid, because, slavery was way worse than that. But there's something here about she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She just had her, you have to work for a living. You know what I'm saying? There's like so much growth here, but the prince, he kind of was like, look, Marguerite, look at my wife. Like, like somebody else is going to do this for you. And that's the thing. That's the status that you're getting to, is somebody else is going to be doing your dirty work for you. And the story of who you are is going to be told. It's going to be heard. People are going to hear of this story. And they're going to realize the way that they, in their own lives, have been enslaved, have been trapped, had their, freedom taken away from them, have had their free will taken away from them. They're going to realize this. They're going to see this. And then they're going to make the change too. They're going to believe in their self-worth as well. And they're going to defend themselves, just like you did. And this is going to lead to a huge ripple effect of change brought about by you. There is something here about you are an inspiration. Going from invisible to an inspiration, and like everyone wanting to be you, to you dreading being you, to everyone dying to be you. Like, wow. It's something. I'm telling you, the Six of Wands and the Fool. That's what this is. There is this newness to you. But it's almost like not really. It's almost like now the shine can actually be seen. Because I'm seeing now, it's like your soul before, let's say like Cinderella, when she was, working for the stepmother, or, being ordered around by the stepmother. It's like she was doing the work and shining, but the shine was like blocked. It was blocked. It was blocked. It was blocked. And now the blocks are taken down. So you're just being you and shining. You always were, but now it can be seen. And the blocks were not you. The blocks were not on you. The blocks were in everyone else. It's like eyes. Now they're showing me like eyes. And when you have night vision and you see, and it's like all orange and yellow and, night vision. There's something here about people couldn't see night vision. Now they can see night vision. There's something here where it's not your light. It's their eyes. That's the problem. It's like the world can see now. The world can see now because of the way that you are. There is a way that you do something, and you do something in a different kind of a way. It's like when Cinderella went to the ball and, the stepmother didn't even recognize her. Didn't even what? They didn't even recognize. So there's people here that they won't even recognize you. And then everybody else is going to say it. And you're not saying, other people are saying it. And then they're like, oh, wow. And everybody's talking about, they wish they knew you all this time and how amazing, what an inspiration. And they kind of eat their words, and they have to nod along with it too. There's something here about the way that your energy is that pulls this out of people. It's gonna pull this out of people. It's very different. It's like a maverick energy. That's what this is. You're a maverick. You're a maverick. And you're an inspiration. The story of your life is this inspiration for others to be this maverick as well. And because of this, Spirit is going to take care of you. You're going to be taken care of, so that other people are going to get to see your story. It's very important for them to learn how to change this battle that is relentless, that has been cycle after cycle after cycle, how to transform that. And this Eight of Wands, I never noticed that before, but in this deck, in the typical Eight of Wands, in the typical tarot, it's just the wands, there's no person. But in this one, and that represents Spirit communicating to you because there's no person. But there is a person on this one. So it's like you are the one that Spirit is using you to get across the message. What? This is insane. This is insane. And that's the thing, is people are going to be talking and talking. Look at these people are talking, and look at even across the seas. It's like the word is going to spread and spread and spread. And it's going to continue to spread. It's like there's always going to be news about you, about what it is that you're here, what it is that you're doing, how you're living this lifestyle. And I'm not really getting anything specific that you have to do other than believe in your worth and go for things that you really, really want. Believe in yourself. That's it. And it's like the universe hands it to you. And for some of you, it has to do with psychic abilities. That's why we have the Eye of Horus here. And look, his hand is out. So there's something here that you're receiving that's going to build. It's going to build, it's going to grow, and your people are going to show up as well, and they will go to bat for you. It's the same thing. Okay. Same message. I love it. I freaking love this. Yes. Wow. Okay. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. This is amazing. You deserve this. This is coming for you. Claim this reading because this is for you. This is for you. Okay. Thank you. I love you. Please like and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, information is in the description. If you feel like you really want to change in your life and you don't know what to do to make it happen, look into hypnosis. Okay, I have all the information in the description. You can have a hypnosis session with me. This is how I transformed my life. You know, I wanted to do the work I needed to do to be where I want to be and living my reality and have it be fulfilling. And hypnosis helped me so much to do this. If you're interested, all the information is in the description. So